Since creating Jewtopia, I have performed live to more than 1 million people. The process is so overwhelming at times, and then all of a sudden the light appears at the end of a tunnel. This is it. And to get to see this premiere at such an amazing venue.
It was one of the longest running off-Broadway plays in history. Now it's a movie, and I'm sitting here with the co-creator of the play, the director of the movie, Brian Fogel, a Jew.
Yes, a Jew.
I mean, the clips are so hilarious to start off with. An amazing cast, too.
Amazing cast.
I mean, big names are part of this.
And Jennifer Love Hewitt, and Rita Wilson, and John Lovitz, and Joel David Moore, and Ivan Sergey, and Wendy Malick, and Tom Arnold.
They all have varying levels of Jewishness.
All of them. All of them. Jewtopia was the longest-running original comedy in LA history. It was the longest-running original comedy in off-Broadway history, and it's had productions all over the United States, Canada, Europe, and the world.
Creators of the hit stage play Jewtopia were in town.
Well, just in time for Hanukkah, the guys from the hilarious off-Broadway smash Jewtopia are giving you a crash course in modern Judaism.
As a Jew, you know, food is very important, but, you know, when you go to a restaurant, it's a very, very different experience than when Gentiles go to dine.
Bonjour. My name is Claude. I will be your server this evening.
Yes, Claude. I'm feeling a bit of a draft here. Do you mind if we move to another table?
If you're like me or my family, you know that no table is ever the perfect table in a restaurant. And that is why I have created this little schematic to play a game with you, and feel free to shout out what is wrong with every one of these tables in that restaurant.
The important thing to remember here is that as a Jew, you have to pick something on the menu and alter it beyond all recognition, okay?
Change that appetizer salad to an entree. Substitute feta for gorgonzola, pecans instead of walnuts, and would you mind throwing a little salmon in there?
I gotta tell you, at age 13 years old, I was not ready to become a man.
I'm not ready to be a man. I'm not ready to be a man. I'm not ready to be a man. I'm not ready.
As Jews, we never know when the apocalypse might be coming, when a tsunami might hit, a hurricane. We like to freeze everything.
Right.
And this is an actual unaltered photo of my mother's freezer. And there are just items in my mother's freezer that should have been thrown out decades ago. For me, the story of Jewtopia is really about a story of self-empowerment, taking matters into my own hands to create my own destiny and write my own future. So I'm going to tell you about a real trip that my parents took last year. They literally took a Jewish tour of China. There's their itinerary. Dragon tour with Jewish touch. Look at this, people. Look at this. These are Jews planning a trip to go find Jews in China. Does that look like fun to you? There he is. That is my parents' Chinese Jewish tour guide. There they are, posing with the Chinese Jew with Torahs. There they are, dancing the hora with the Chinese Jews. My mother puts a lot of pressure on me, you know, that I should marry a Jewish girl.
Was I not a good mother to you? When you were in kindergarten and you wanted the little trampoline that could poke your eye out, who got you the trampoline that could poke your eye out? I did. And do you know why? Because you're my son. And I love you.
I think such a huge part of being a Jew is embracing the struggle, embracing the neurosis. All of our holidays are basically, about, they tried to kill us, we lived, we survived, yay! If you're a Gentile, this is where you keep your tools. You've got 3 shed options. One of them so large you can fit yourself and a tractor and trailer inside of it, versus where a Jew keeps his tools.